So if you're on Social Security, you might have heard the buzz, the rumor, that you're getting 2 checks in October 2025. Now that sounds pretty great, right? But it's also stirring up a whole lot of confusion. Today, we're going to clear all that up. We'll get to the bottom of it and explain exactly what's going on with your payments. Let's dive in.
Okay, let's just cut right to the chase. Are you actually getting 2 payments in October? The answer is, well, it's complicated. For some folks, yes, but it's probably not what you think it is.
And this, right here, is the single most important takeaway. I really want to make this clear. This is not a bonus. It's not extra money. It's all about a simple quirk in the calendar that means you're getting November's payment a little bit early.
All right, so let's break this down. We're going to solve this October payment puzzle together and figure out exactly who this affects and, just as importantly, why it's happening.
Okay, so the specific group of people who will see 2 payments in their account are those who receive Supplemental Security Income, or SSI. This is the crucial federal program for folks with very limited income and resources. So if you're on SSI, you'll definitely want to pay close attention.
So, why does this happen? Is it some new complicated rule? No. It all boils down to a really simple rule about how the calendar works. Let's decode it.
It's actually pretty straightforward when you see it side by side. For SSI payments, the rule is simple. You're scheduled to get paid on the first day of the month. But, and this is the key, if that first day lands on a weekend or a holiday, the payment gets sent out on the business day before. Now, for pretty much everyone else on regular Social Security or SSDI, it's a different system entirely. Your payment is tied to your birth date, and it shows up on a specific Wednesday of the month.
So let's see how this all plays out on the 2025 calendar. On October 1st, SSI recipients get their normal October payment. No surprise there. Then the other payments go out on their regular schedule. But here's the kicker. November 1st, 2025 happens to be a Saturday. So because of that rule, November's SSI payment gets pushed up to the day before, which is Friday, October 31st. And there you have it. That's your second payment in October. It's all just a quirk of the calendar.
But wait, payment dates aren't the only big news in October. We're shifting gears a bit because this is also the month we get the official word on the annual cost of living adjustment, better known as the COLA.
So what are we expecting for 2026? Well, right now, analysts are projecting a COLA of around 2.7%. Now keep in mind, this is just a forecast. It's an educated guess. The Social Security Administration will announce the official number in the middle of October. But for now, 2.7% is the number everyone is watching.
But let's be real, a percentage doesn't pay the bills. What does that 2.7% actually look like in your wallet? Well, if you're getting, say, a $2,000 benefit right now, that COLA would mean an extra $54 a month. For someone with a $1,500 benefit, you're looking at about $40 more. It's really helpful to see these actual dollar amounts so you can plan your budget for next year.
But, and you probably knew there was a but coming, right? That COLA increase doesn't just exist in a bubble. Part of that raise might get eaten up before you even see it, and one of the biggest culprits is the rising cost of Medicare premiums. Let's look at the reality of it. So let's say the average retiree gets that COLA raise of about $54. That's great. But the Medicare Part B premium is also expected to go up by around $21.50. And because that premium is deducted directly from your Social Security check, the net increase, the actual new money you have to spend, is going to be quite a bit smaller than you might think. Okay, that was a lot of information, a lot of dates and numbers. But information is only powerful if you can act on it. So let's pivot and talk about a simple, clear action plan to help you navigate all these changes.
For all you SSI recipients, this part is absolutely critical. When that second payment hits your account on October 31st, you have to mentally label it November money. It's not a Halloween treat. The smartest thing you can do is immediately set aside the money for November's rent, your bills, your essentials. If you treat it like a windfall, you could find yourself in a real bind when November's bills come due.
And hey, remember that Social Security doesn't have to be your only support system? There are some fantastic programs out there designed to help you stretch every single dollar. Programs like SNAP for food, LIHEP to help with heating and energy costs, and assistance programs for prescriptions can make a massive difference in your monthly budget. They're worth looking into. Look, to stay on top of all this and get the straight facts for your personal situation, your absolute best tool is your My Social Security account over at ssa.gov. Seriously, if you don't have one, it's a game changer. It's the official source where you can check your payment dates, see your benefit letters, and manage everything without ever having to wait on hold. So when you think about it, this calendar quirk isn't really a bonus. But you know what it is? It's a heads up. It's a chance to plan. Now that you know exactly what's coming, the question is, how are you going to use that knowledge to set yourself up for a smooth, stress-free November? Thanks for joining us.